November 7th, 1944. American P-38 Lightnings dive out of the clouds over Yugoslavia. Below them, a column of enemy vehicles. They open fire. Trucks explode, soldiers fall, aircraft burn on the runway, but within minutes, the Americans realize something unthinkable. They are not attacking Germans. They are attacking the Soviet Red Army. And in the skies above Yugoslavia, for the first time in history, American and Soviet fighters begin shooting each other down. This is the story of the only known direct air battle between the United States and the Soviet Union during World War II. It lasted less than an hour. It nearly triggered a diplomatic catastrophe, and for decades, much of it remained buried. Scene Italy, November 7th, 1944, morning. The 82nd Fighter Group prepares for takeoff. 12 Lockheed P-38 Lightnings roll down a cold airstrip in Italy. Twin booms, twin engines, 450 caliber machine guns, and a 20mm cannon packed into the nose. Leading the formation, Colonel Clarence Theodore Edwinson. A veteran pilot, confident, aggressive, respected. Their mission, strike German targets retreating through Yugoslavia toward Belgrade. The Balkans are chaos. German forces are falling back. Soviet armies are advancing. Yugoslav partisans are rising. The air is thick with confusion and mistakes. High over southern Yugoslavia, Edwinson spots something below. A plume of steam, a locomotive, a German train. Not the primary objective, but in war, opportunity doesn't wait. Let's go get it, boys! The Lightnings roll over and dive. Engines scream, speed builds, crosshairs lock. They fire. The locomotive erupts in bursts of metal and steam, boiler pierced, cars shredded. They pull up, but black puffs explode around them. German flak, shrapnel tears through aluminum skin. Everyone, get low! Too late. One P-38 takes a direct hit. It bursts into flame. I'm hit! I'm going down! The burning Lightning spirals, slams into a hillside. Does anyone see a chute? Silence. Negative, sir. One American pilot is gone. Edwinson's grief turns to rage. Minutes later, the terrain drops away. A wide valley opens beneath them. An airfield. A long column of vehicles on the road. Trucks, tanks, movement north. To Edwinson, this looks exactly like the briefing. German retreat route, enemy airfield, targets of opportunity. There are those sons of bitches. Blue flight, take the convoy, red and yellow, hit the airfield. And they dive. But below, it is not a German convoy. It is the Soviet Red Army. November 7th, anniversary of the October Revolution. Soldiers are singing, flags are waving. Vehicles roll north in celebration. They see aircraft overhead. P-38 Lightnings, American allies. They smile. Then the planes break formation. They are diving straight at them. No, they are about to strafe us. Panic erupts. Men grab flags and wave desperately. Red banners, Soviet stars. But at 400 miles per hour, recognition comes too late. The Lightnings open fire. Bullets tear through men and vehicles. Bombs detonate in the convoy. Explosions ripple down the road. Celebration turns to carnage. At the nearby airfield, Soviet lookouts hear the explosions. They see aircraft inbound. Man the guns! Anti-aircraft cannons roar to life. Tracers fill the sky. Edwinson leads his men down. They believe they are attacking Luftwaffe fighters. Rows of parked aircraft. They fire 20mm cannon and 50 caliber bursts. Aircraft shatter. Fuel ignites. Ground crews scatter. But the return fire is intense, far heavier than expected. One P-38, flown by 2nd Lieutenant Eldon Coulson, pulls up too late. She's not coming up. Flak rips through his wings. The Lightning disintegrates. Coulson crashes in a fireball. 2 American pilots dead. Edwinson's fury grows. Build altitude and go in again. On the runway, Yak-9 fighters roar to life. Lieutenant Krivanogic, Junior Lieutenant Shipulya. They were told Germans were attacking FW-189 reconnaissance planes. But what they see in the sky is unmistakable. Twin booms, American P-38s. The impossible is happening. They take off anyway, because the convoy is burning, and someone must stop the attackers. Shipulya dives on a Lightning, fires his 20mm cannon. Rounds strike the twin fuselage. The American calls for help. 2 P-38s turn. Krivanogic shouts, "Break right!" Shipulya barely escapes. Krivanogic lines up a shot. Perfect aim. His rounds smash into a Lightning's booms. The American plane bursts into flame. The pilot bails out. An American fighter has just been shot down by a Soviet pilot. History changes in that moment. The sky fills with fighters, Yaks versus Lightnings, 50 caliber tracers, 20mm shells, explosions. Another P-38, 2nd Lieutenant Philip Brewer, is hit. He never escapes. He crashes northeast of the airfield. Soviet losses mount too. Yaks fall burning. Krivonogic chases a Lightning upward and is struck by his own side's anti-aircraft fire. His Yak disintegrates. Friendly fire within friendly fire. Shapulya continues alone, outnumbered. He dives again. He is shot down. His burning aircraft crashes 500 meters from the airfield. The sky is chaos, and no one fully understands who they are fighting. Captain Alexander Koldunov leads Yak-3 reinforcements. He was told Germans were attacking, but he knows something is wrong. FW-108-9s don't attack like this. He arrives, sees the twin booms, P-38s, American markings. His stomach drops. He pulls alongside one, wags his wings. "We are allies!" The P-38 turns behind him, opens fire. He barely escapes. Finally, he flies directly beside Colonel Edwinson. Edwinson looks, sees red stars, looks again, every aircraft, red stars. The truth hits him like a bomb. Holy hell, ceasefire, ceasefire, they're Soviets. The P-38s turn west, retreating. The Yaks pursue briefly. Then Soviet command orders. Let them go, they are allies. The battle ends as suddenly as it began. Several Soviet aircraft destroyed, dozens of Soviet soldiers killed in the convoy, multiple American P-38s shot down, American pilots dead. The Soviet high command is furious. Some suspect deliberate aggression. For a brief moment, the alliance trembles, but the U.S. sends an explanatory letter. They claim misidentification, navigation error, faulty intelligence, confusion in a fluid front line. The Soviets accept, officially, but suspicion lingers, and American documentation on the event remains sparse. Some believe the full report is sealed until 100 years after the incident. Closing. November 7th, 1944. For less than an hour, the future superpowers of the Cold War fought each other in open combat. It was an accident. But it was also a warning. The alliance that defeated Nazi Germany was fragile, and only months later, the world would begin dividing into East and West. Iron Curtain, NATO, Warsaw Pact, and decades later, not far from this same region, an American stealth fighter would be shot down over Serbia.